So in the last lecture we have done till the RMS values and average value of current, right? Okay, so now in the question consider sometimes ask in the graphical way like this. Is given graph here like this way. AC circuit is given here, and with the time the current is given. Current and time graph is given, and this values is given here 20 ampere, because current, this is current graph here, so definitely current will be 20 ampere, and this is pi and this is 2 pi. Already we know time taken to complete one cycle is okay, and this t, the time taken to complete one cycle, is called to given 1 by 100. Okay, and for the current waveforms, this figure, find the peak current. This one is given question. Find the peak current, maximum current. Find the average current, frequency. Okay, and fourth one is periodic time, and instantaneous value of current. Instantaneous value of current at t is equal to 3 milliseconds, something is given like this. Okay, so tell me, the first one is peak value of current. So peak current means this value only. Okay, so what to write? First one, peak current means Im, and that is called to already given 20 ampere. Second one, average. So we know that the maximum current, so we can find the average current. We know that average is equal to 0.637 into Im. Last class already we have done 0.637 into 20, which will give here 12.74 ampere. Okay, now second is frequency. The frequency is equal to 1 by time period, right? So time period is equal to how much is given? 1 by 100, which will give 100. Frequency unit is hertz, so you can write the unit here. Fourth one is given here, this periodic time. Periodic time t is equal to already given here t. This is the periodic time only, no time taken to complete one cycle. T is equal to 1 by 100, which is 0.01. You can write second. And fifth is given here. Find the instantaneous value of current at 3 milliseconds. So you write the equation and put t is equal to 3. Okay, so equation how will you write? I is equal to Im sine of omega t. So what is omega t here? Substitute the values here. 20 sine of 2 into 3.14 into 50 not, sorry, 100, no, frequency is 100, and t is 3 milliseconds, 3 into 10 to the power of minus 3. Okay, this one if you find it here, you will get it 19.02 ampere. Okay, this is the instantaneous value of current t have substituted. Any doubt till here? We already done this one here in the last class. We will do one last question in voltage based. Okay, same thing apply for the voltage also. Okay, so we will do one question from the voltage based. So given here question, an alternating voltage has effective values is equal to 17.71 volt. This one. Okay, and frequency is given 60 hertz. Find its average values. Okay, form factor, peak factor. Okay, this one every question is given here. So you know that, and also whatever the current applied, whatever the current equation we got it, same thing applied for the voltage also, right? So effective value of voltage means what? E of RMS is equal to given how much? 17.71 volt. Okay, and frequency is equal to given 60 hertz. So average values you can find it. Yeah, first you can find it your EM value. So ERMS is equal to, we know that ERMS is equal to EM by root 2, yeah, 0. Anything. So EM is equal to, I can write it here, root 2 times of E of RMS. So root 2 times 70.71 volt. Getting here? And this root 2 value is 1.414, right? So this one you can find it, some value 99.99. So you can write it 100 volt only. Okay, 100 volt. So EM you got it. So E average you can write it 0.637 into EM. So 0.637 into 100 is equal to 63.7 volt, right? Next is given to find the form factor. So KF is equal to form factor. KF is represented as KF, and value, what is the formula? RMS value, average value. So RMS value already we know, 0.707. EM given, then EM we take, and this is 0.637 EM. So EM get cancelled here. This if you simplify, I will get it 1.11. This is always will be the same, the constant here. Okay, and last is peak factor. So maximum values by RMS values. So maximum is your EM and RMS is 0.707 EM. So EM will get cancelled, you get it 1.414. Okay, any doubt till here? Okay, so this is how the questions should become. Now we will go to the LR circuit, LCR circuit, and we will do some applications and numericals also. Okay, now we will discuss about the phasor representation of alternating quantity. This is very basic. Okay, keep in mind here. So this is the length of the line in which represent the magnitude and arrow indicates its direction. Such line is called as phasor or vector. Okay, already we studied in the 10th class. Vector is what? Which physical quantity which have both magnitude and its direction, right? So see here, this is what this topic is important to while solving the problems, but won't ask in the examination. But we should know what is happening. Okay, consider. Okay, this is the current is given, and this is time t. Anything here. Okay, current t. This current I and time t. Same thing applicable for the voltage also. Okay, so consider one current. It's moving from here. Okay, so this one equations already we know how much. I is equal to of t. Okay, and after that, this is what consider at t is equal to 0 second. It's moving. 0 is equal to 0 second. T is equal to 0 second. Current is starting from the origin. Okay, and it's moving with the some frequency and some time period is given. Same frequency, same current. Okay, hello, can you hear me now? Same current, same frequency and same time period. Another current moving after the time t is called to consider t second. So how will you represent? This is t is equal to 0, right? This current is moving at t is equal to 0. So after t is equal to t second, will be somewhere here. Same magnitude, same frequency is given. So everywhere the difference will be the same, right? This gap will be the same. So this consider this time t has taken. This is t is equal to 0. This is started at t is equal to t second, and difference between these two current is phi. Okay, this phi is called as phase difference. Okay, so this equation of this current, now new current which is going after t is equal to t second, I can write I is equal to Im sine of omega t plus phi. Okay, plus 5 means it's taking same magnitude, it is there, means same peak value of current, same frequency, same time period, but current is what different here. So this one I can write I1, this is I can write it I2, and Im will be the same, omega t will be same, but it's going after t is equal to t seconds, so there is a gap, okay, from the first current, and first current means this one, and second current is this. There is gap between these two, and that is called as what? Phase difference, phi. Getting here? This phi is called as phase difference. Okay, and it's going after the I1, so that's why is positive is there, this phi. That's why also called as leading. Okay, this current I2 is leading with phi from I1, right? Similarly, if consider it's going before t is equal to some another second, consider minus second, minus is not possible, but keep in mind this is 2 second, this is 0 second now. Okay, so if you're going it's before, so graph will be something like this, right? Okay, something like this will go, this one. So this is difference is also phi, and this equation of current I can write I is equal to Im sine of omega t minus phi. This is I3, right? So I3 I can write it here, Im sine of omega t minus phi, and this is considered t is equal to minus t second, it's going. Getting here? So this is what phi is lagging. Okay, it's going behind the I1, right? It's going behind the I1 means before I1. So that's why it is called as lag. Yeah, lagging. Any doubt till here? This is leading with phi, this is lagging with phi from I1, right? This graph also you can represent, sometimes some textbook is represented like this. This is your I1, okay, and this is your sometime represented like this here, okay, like this, okay, and somewhere like this one, okay. So you have to consider as the same only. So this is what it is 0, this is leading with phi, this is what leading with minus phi. So this current I1, and this is your I2, and this is I3, and I1 equation will be Im sine of omega t, and the I2 equation is leading, then Im sine omega t plus phi, and I3 is lagging, so Im sine of omega t minus phi. Is clear till here? Any doubt till here? So the main equations, the equation of current which we have studied, I is equal to Im sine omega t. In the first lecture I told you this is the current equation. So main formula of current you can write it like this: Im sine of omega t plus or minus phi. Right? This is the equation of current. Okay, where Im is called as peak value, या amplitude, या maximum current. Omega is already know angular frequency, which is 2 pi f, and t is time, and this phi is called as phase difference. Okay, phi is positive, then is said to be leading. Phi is negative, then is said to be lagging. And phi is equal to 0, then you can tell here it's starting from the origin. Starting from origin. Any doubt till here? So this is the equation of the main current. Similarly, same thing apply for voltage also. E is equal to what you correct it for the voltage? Em sine of omega t plus or minus phi. Okay, where similar same only like phi is leading voltage, like voltage current will voltage graph will become like this way. This is your E1, this will be your E2, and this will be E3. Okay, no doubt till here. This is E3. So E1 equation is what? Em sine of omega t, and this one Em sine of omega t plus phi. and this is Em sine of E3 is Em sine of omega t minus phi. So overall we can write it here, E is equal to Em sine of omega t plus or minus phi. So this is the equation of voltage. If phi is 0, then it's starting from origin. If phi is positive, then it's leading with 5. Yeah, phase difference leading with 5. Okay. Any doubt till here? So this is about the phasor diagram. So this is also important. Okay. This derivations, response of circuits elements of an AC source. There are 3 types of derivations we have to study. 3 types of source: resistance, coils, also called as inductor, right, L, and capacitor, which is also called as, hello, can you hear me? So there are 3 types we have to study: R, L and C. R is called as resistance, L is called as inductance, and C is capacitor. So how much power assume, how the AC circuit responds if the resistance is connected as a source, yeah, resistance is connected in the circuit, how the current will follow, yeah, how the current will respond when the inductor is connected, yeah, capacitor is connected. All 3 derivations we have to study, and then after that we will study the RLC circuit combine of all 3. Okay, this question is important and derivations also is important. Okay, so first one we are studying here, response of resistor to a sinusoidal waveforms. Okay, sinusoidal waveforms in the resistor. Okay, this question also asked in the form of like this. I will write it so you will not confuse. So that current through the resistor yes, resistance in a okay resistor, so that current through in resistance in phase with voltage across it, and prove that power consumed by the resistance is given by P is equal to VI. What? This derivation also can come. Okay, so we here if resistance is given, so this will be V and I. Power is equal to V into I. Okay, so this derivation we will study, then we will go for the coils and inductance. So consider here any circuit where the resistance only pure resistance. Okay, there is what another is not connected here. So only resistance is called connected, then is said to be pure resistance. Okay, and here AC circuit, and consider here E is equal to something is given Vm sine of omega t. Okay, and R is the resistance here. So R is the resistance, so here voltage will be there because this is connected in the series. So here you can write the voltage VR, and consider I is the current passing over here. Okay, and waveform also you can write it for this. So you can write the waveforms like this. This is time t. Voltage and current both you can draw it. This is the, you can draw it this one, and same thing you can draw a little large with the same phasor diagrams. Okay, frequency and all will be the same. So this will be the V is equal to Vm sine of omega t, I can write it, and this one I can write I is equal to Im sine of omega t. Okay, this is the time t, and here I also is there and V also is there, right? This is the phasor diagram. Okay, so consider this AC circuit has pure resistance R is connected in the circuit with circuit, and the voltage is E is equal to, yeah, V is equal to, write it here, Vm sine of omega t, right? So V is equal to Vm sine of omega t. Okay, the current flow through the circuit is how much? I. right? Current flow through the circuit is I. So we know that I is equal to how much? I is equal to V by R. I is equal to, I can write it, V is what? Vm sine of omega t divided by R, right? So also I can write it here, I is equal to Vm by R into sine omega t. Same thing I written here, no, this one I taken together just. Okay, so I can write I is equal to Im sine of omega t. Getting here? So current is also in the sinusoidal waveforms. Getting here? Where I can write it, where I can write it, Im is equal to Vm by R. Getting here? So if the voltage, if you provide, yeah, any circuit, if you any power supply, if you supply power supply, if you connected AC, then current also will be AC. We got it. That's why we have drawn the graph here, both and the AC forms. Okay, and this Im is equal to Vm by R. Now we have to find the, this is the current in the pure resistance. Now we will find the instantaneous that power. So what is the power formula? P is equal to VI, right? So VI means V is equal to Vm sine of omega t, and I is equal to, I can write Im sine of omega t. So this one I can write together, Vm Im sine square of omega t. Can I write it? The power P. So also we can write it, P is equal to Vm Im as it is only, this Vm and Vm Im as it is only. This sine square, you can, I write it 1 minus cos of 2 omega t by 2, right? Sine square theta is equal to 1 minus cos 2a by 2. So I can write it here after this one. This P is equal to this into this time this time this. Okay, so I can write Vm Im by 2 minus Vm Im by 2 into cos of 2 omega t. Any doubt till here? So, okay, so this is the instantaneous power consists two terms. Okay, this power is called contains two terms. This is first term, this is second term. Okay, the first term is called as constant power. Okay, first term is called as the constant power. This is called as constant power because there is what, no, not depend upon the frequency, yeah, time, right? So constant power term. And the second is called as, this is called as fluctuating power. Okay, fluctuating power. Okay, because fluctuating means just changing with the time, yeah, with the frequency. Okay, if angular frequency here given here, no, omega. So omega is equal to 2 pi f. So if you frequency if you change, yeah, time period if you change, yeah, time will change. So this will be fluctuate, this power will be fluctuate. So that's why it's called as fluctuating power. Any doubt till here? Any doubt till here? Okay, so this was the derivation for the pure resistance. So once again, just will give the quick revision. Just to write that the derivation is important, that's why, so that the current through the resistance is in the phase with the voltage across it, and prove that the power consumed is this one is given here. Okay, so just we assume this one resistance, pure resistance, is connected in the circuit, and the supply voltage is Vm sine of omega t. Okay, so I is equal to V by R. We know that if you substitute it here, Vm by R is Im. So this current also will be in the sine waveform. Instantaneous value of current you can find it, that P is equal to Vi. You can substitute the values. Sine square you can write 1 minus cos 2 omega t, and if you multiply this separate and separate, this there is constant here because V and I is constant, so power also will be constant. That's why it's called as constant power, and this term is called as fluctuating power because frequency and time, it will depend upon the frequency and time. Any doubts so far? We derive it here, this total power. So just complete for the average power also. Okay, this is also important. If you want to get the full marks, also you derive for the average power. Okay, so we know that average, this power P is equal to 1 by 2 pi. Okay, 1 by 2 pi. I integration I have to do it this for the finding the average power of this one. You are finding the power from where to where? 0 to 2 pi, right? You have to integrate from here to here, 0 to 2 pi. Okay, 0 to 2 pi. Okay, which equation? This only, which one you got it here? This one only with the total, no, after multiplying. P is equal to Vi. If you write P is equal to what? Vi. So V is this Vm sin omega t and I is Im sin omega t. If you substitute the values, we'll get it Vm Im sin square of omega t. So if you take the constant everything outside here, this is Vm Im by 2 pi, and the sin square integration directly we cannot find, so we can write 1 minus cos 2 omega t by 2. So 2 I will take better here outside, and this is t. So here we will get it Vm Im divided by 4 pi, and this is 1 omega is 1 integration is your t, and cos 2 omega t integration is sin of 2 omega t by 2. Okay, with where to where? 0 to 2 pi. So you can write Vm Im, this is P average. So writing P average. So Vm Im by 4 pi, and here you substitute it upper minus lower. So this is 2 pi. If you put that, this is 2 pi minus sin 4 pi. Okay, sin of any multiple of any integer of pi will be 0 only. Okay, 2 pi, 4 pi, 6 pi, all is 0. 0 if you substitute, then also 0, and this sin 0 also 0. So you will get it, everything is 0 only. So you got it here Vm Im by 2. This one you got it here, no? So Vm Im by 2 you can write it here. So also we can write it here, if one line P average is equal to, I can write this one also Vm by root 2 and Im by root 2. So P average is equal to, I can write it here Vrms times of Irms. Getting here? So that's why I told in the first lecture, always whenever you finding power, whatever you are doing, always you have to take as a RMS value. So see, average you are finding, a normal power also you are finding here. So we have, finally we got the formula P is equal to V into I, and V is which one? RMS values. Getting here? So this full derivations you have to do in the, if you are doing question comes from the resistance, pure resistance then. So you have to find the total power, okay, and then average power. Same thing, okay, we will do for the inductor. This is for the response for the inductor, coil. Okay, these questions can come like that here. So that the current through the inductor is lagging by the angle pi by 2. Okay, so this will be the voltage. This is considered voltage of the coil. So current will be how difference is how much? Pi by 2. So current will be like this way. This is I. Okay, 90 degree it will lag. I will show you how to find it, this one, right? So consider here same like one inductor coil is given here and connected with AC voltage. V is equal to Vm sin of omega t, and this is the current I, and this is the inductance of this inductor L, and L is the unit is Henry, right? Can you hear me? Hello? So current I, and this is the L is the coil, and that is the unit of this one is L, okay, in the Henry. This is inductance of the inductor, and power supply is V is equal to Vm sin of omega t. So you have to show that this current and voltage will be lag from the 90 degree. Okay, this will be the voltage of this coil L. So current will be 90 degree difference. That will be that we have to show that. Getting here? So means you can tell like that here in the easy language, which when we have studied in the phasor diagrams. Okay, this is going voltage here. Okay, this is the consider voltage. So this one what to write here? V is equal to Vm sine of omega t. So this side is called as lagging, right? So current will be this one. This is current, and I is equal to what to write? Im sine of omega t minus pi by 2. Okay, so minus 5 means this phase difference is pi by 2. So that one you have to show that here. Okay, so we have assumed that the inductor L is connected in the circuit with the power supply V is equal to Vm sine of omega t, and the power supply is power supply V is equal to Vm sine omega t. So the consider AC circuit, the pure inductor is L. So V is equal to, I can write it here, V is equal to Vm sine of omega t. This is consider equation 1, right? And voltage in the coil V is equal to L into di by dt. We study in the magnetic field, right? E is equal to L into di by dt. And here V is equal to what? You substitute the values. Vm sine of omega t is equal to L into di by dt. Okay, so we can write this one cross multiply here. So what will you get? If you cross multiply here, so we can write it here, Vm by L this side, sine of omega t dt, and this side only di, right? Understood this one here? Also we can write di is equal to Vm by L sine of omega t dt. This one you will integrate. Okay, so here I is equal to, will get it here, Vm by L as it is only because this is constant, and sine integration is how much? Cos of omega t, minus of cos of omega t divided by omega. From where to where? This unit will be where to where? Sorry, there to where? Just we have integrating here voltage, so we don't need to put here the limit here, because just we are finding the current here. No, we are not finding the total from area or anything here. So just write as it is only. So I can write it I is equal to Vm by omega L. This is minus cos of omega t, right? And I is equal to, I can write Vm by omega L, and this cos I can write it sine 90 minus theta. I can write it omega t minus pi by 2. Getting or not? So I is equal to this is Im sine of omega t minus pi by 2. So we got it here. Current is, this is the current equation, right? But it's lagging from the pi by 2, where I can write it Im is equal to Vm by omega L. Okay, so I is equal to V by R. So this R is what? Actually the inductive capacitance. This one you can write omega L is also called as XL. XL is omega L. Okay, inductive inductive capacitance. Okay, capacitance. This is capacitive capacitance, not the capacitor is not there. No, Xc is called as capacitance. Okay, this is called as inductive reactance. Okay, any doubt in this? Also you can write XL is equal to omega is equal to 2 pi f L. Okay, so if this XL which you got it here, that is what your in term of ohm. Okay, so keep in mind here numericals, it will come here. If L is given, the unit is Henry, and you have to find it XL to, because I is equal to V by R. Okay, so V by R means R should be in the resistance. Okay, in the term of ohm, whether this is a pure resistance, yeah, pure inductive reactance, yeah, inductive capacitance, anything is there, it should be in term of ohm. So XL is equal to 2 pi FL. Okay, till here in doubt? Okay, so this is the equations. We have shown that current is what lagging from the pi by 2. Now we will find the average power. Okay, so this one, after that this graph you can write it here, this one which we have mentioned here. Okay, this is lagging behind the pi by 2. So first normal power, we will find it power, and then we will find the average power. Power is equal to what? P is equal to VI. So P is equal to, I can write Vm sine of omega t, and this one is Im sine of omega t minus pi by 2. Okay, so I can write P is equal to Vm Im sine of omega t into cos of omega t, because this was actually cos only, no? So I can write it, so you can P is equal to, you can write Vm Im, just 2 divide it and multiply it. So you can write here sin omega t into cos of omega t. So this is sine of 2 omega t. So P is equal to, write Vm Im by 2, okay, sine 2 omega t. Okay, any doubt till here? Okay, so this will be the power of this coil. Okay, so average power, how will you find? Same thing like we can do it. Okay, average power is equal to, correct, 1 by 2 pi and 0 to 2 pi and Vm Im by 2 by 2 and sine of 2 omega t, integrate it. So 1 by 2 pi and 2 is outside, so it will become 4 pi, and sine integration is sine 2 omega t cos of 2 omega t upon omega. So we can substitute the value from 0 to 2 pi. We will get it here. Cos 2 pi is how much? This is 1 by 4 pi. Cos 4 pi is, okay, this minus is outside. Cos 4 pi is 1 minus cos 0 is 1. So 1 get cancelled here, we'll get it 0. So the power is equal to 0 in the pure, average power will be 0. Getting it? So this was the question here. He proved that the power consumed by the pure inductors is 0. Okay, that proves that the average power here, average power consumed in the pure inductor is 0. Any doubt till here? Okay, so you complete till here. Tomorrow we will do it for the L capacitor, for the C circuit, then we will do the combination of RLC. Okay, and yeah, I will send it. So okay, fine, complete till here. Bye.